Hello and welcome. This video is going to be a bins haul, and this is what I picked up at the bins and also at an eco thrift when I met up with Courtney around the LA area to go thrifting. Both her and Matt during my California trip to San Diego were exceptionally generous with their time, and Courtney gave me a couple of spots and went with me to go thrifting up in the LA surrounding area, and I had a really good time. And she is just as amazing in person as she is on YouTube, and her hair is just as gorgeous in person as it appears in YouTube. She is just absolutely stunning inside and out, and I feel very fortunate that she gave me some of her time and that I got an opportunity to thrift with her. So if you have watched my previous video where I showed you what I picked up thrifting in San Diego, also if you watched the video that I did with Matt Thrift-A-Life, I wanted to state that I fit everything I got from the video I did with Matt, and also my own thrifting video, and what I've picked up here, and plus all of my clothes that I bought already for TwitchCon in 3 suitcases, which I'll show a picture up here. And I'm really good at packing. About the only thing I did not fit in that is a box of books that I shipped media mail back to myself. So because of the fact that I needed an extra carry-on, I thrifted one while I was at the bins, and it was just a really cute bag. I thought it was very cute. This has a bunch of daisies on it. This is faux leather, it's not real leather. I have washed it since I've been back, but it's got a bunch of beautiful daisies. This is a nice big bag. It actually has a crossbody strap as well as these handles, which was amazing to travel with, which is part of the reason why I picked it up. Plus it's such a nice big size, I felt like this was like the perfect size to be able to come back home with. And it actually has a front snap pocket as well. I haven't decided if I'm going to go ahead and list this or if I am going to just like put it up on Whatnot. I haven't decided yet. But either way, everything is linked down below if you're interested in it. Or you can just shoot me a DM on Instagram. But this was amazing, and yeah. Very proud of myself I was able to fit everything in. Especially since I actually picked up a lot of hats. So at the bins, I picked up 2 hats. Both of them are wool, and I need to get them listed. But you guys know how much I love wearing hats and also love selling hats. So I picked up this beautiful gray, like, floppy hat. Look at how cute this is. It's so cute. This is Phase, which is sold at Nordstrom, and it's just a nice, like, gray 100% wool hat. Very cute. I mean, it kind of goes with my outfit right now. I might just wear it for the rest of the video. Except that I have to show you how cool this one is. This is actually Nordstrom branded. Showing right there. Ooh. This is 100% wool as well. And this is a little bit smaller than the other hat, and this is a red style, but still very cute. It's kind of giving me, like, if I wore a red trench coat to go with this as well, it's giving me like a little bit of Carmen Sandiego vibes. Maybe it's just me. But very cute. Both these definitely are my style. Definitely something that I would wear normally. I just love a good hat. I just feel like I wish people accessorized more, especially with hats. Like, I understand, like, everybody wore a hat pretty much for every outfit up until like the early 70s. Like the late 60s, early 70s is when fashion really like shifted to be way more casual. But I just love a good hat. I feel like I wish people accessorized more. So cute. Speaking of hats, I actually found 6 of these. So I've never been to an eco thrift before. Eco thrift is not something that is on the East Coast, which is where I'm from. I live in Hampton Roads, Virginia. And you know, I do follow quite a few California resellers, and they talk about eco thrift all the time. I've never been to one before, and I got to go to one. And I actually found 6 of these Camp Nowhere, here 85. These are the Stranger Things. This is the hat that Dustin wears in the series. And I actually found 6 of these, brand new with tags, for 75 cents each. So I paid a total of $4.50 for all 6. And it is Halloween season. I have those already listed. Hopefully they will sell. If not, it was super cheap by cost and super easy to list, and it's multi-quantity listing, and we love that here. If you're wondering why there's a tail, I do not have a tail. My cat does. This is Miss Moxie. She just hangs out down here the entire time I film any of these videos in this room. So I found the hats at Eco Thrift, or I found the Dustin hats at Eco Thrift. I found the wool hats actually at the bins that I went to. I also found this at the bins. This is vintage DKNY. This is from the 80s. And this is like a timeless piece. Oh, it's buttoned. Whoopsie. I buttoned it to dry it because I air dried it. But this is like a chambray blue jacket with detachable shoulder pads, so these actually Velcro in and out. This is vintage DKNY from the 80s. This is very on trend right now, like these oversized blazers with the power pads. And again, with a nice like crop top and some biker shorts or some leggings. Like this, I feel like is a super timeless piece. I mean, it honestly looks really good on me now. If I felt like styling this, I could probably sell it faster, but I'm just gonna hang it on a hanger. But I don't pick up modern DKNY, but vintage, like, look at this. It's gorgeous. I love this. And the fact that the shoulder pads are removable, I think is pretty awesome. But yeah, this was a great piece. The bin that I went to with Courtney was like $2 and some change per pound, and then it was like $1.80 or $1.90 per pound if you bought like over 25. Way more expensive than here, where it's $1.59 per pound, and then like if you spend like over, if you buy more than 20 pounds, it's $1.29 per pound. So it's way more expensive. I just stumbled over my words. We're just gonna ignore that. I have talked about how much I love selling 100% linen on this channel. And I also have talked about how I always pick up the Maker's 346 Brooks Brothers ties of 100% silk. And I actually found a 346 linen black shirt at 100% linen. This is a size small. I am one of those random weird resellers that I will pick up every size. I have no problem selling sizes extra small to 3XL. I pick up everything. I don't have a problem selling pretty much any size. I think maybe sometimes that's a self-fulfilling prophecy, where if you only pick up large sizes, of course it's going to sell better because that's predominantly your inventory. But if you also have a lot of small sizes, like those people will save your store and also come back to you because you have their size. 100% linen, beautiful piece. We're kind of going out of linen season, but some places it's nice year round, so that might still sell. I'm very picky with my cabbie pieces. I normally only pick up items that are either 100% silk or wool or linen from cabbie, but this is 100% cotton, and we are in this season. This is an open waterfall cardigan from cabbie. Look at this. It's like, I mean, if you put like a brooch right here, it could be a closed cardigan, but this is super cozy, super warm. Like, I'm a tall lady, like I'm 5'9". These sleeves, look at this. This never happens to me at all. Like, this is amazing. Super beautiful. It's like a nice basic with the beige color, but it has this interest with like pink, peach, and yellow inside the knit. This is just an absolutely lovely piece. It is a size small, but again, I am a tall lady, and this fits like a little oversized. So I thought this was gorgeous. Again, at Ben's pricing, you know, I probably paid like $3.50 for this, which is way less than what I would have picked it up. And it has pockets. And y'all know we love pockets here. So I thought that was great. Ben's fine. This is something I've never seen before, Brian and I have never seen before, but I like the style of dress. And again, it was at the Ben's, and the Ben's is a great place to like try new brands and new things because the buy cost is so cheap. This is Isabel Di Pietro. It's not gonna focus. There we go. You can see all of the cat hairs there. But this is like a very sexy, kind of asymmetrical, interesting dress. This is like a bodycon dress, and it's got this nice little like corseted front. I'm gonna put like a dark academia goth in the title, and I'm pretty sure that that's going to sell this. But I thought this was a beautiful dress, and it was visually interesting, even though it's black on black. Plus, if I put those keywords on it, I have no doubt I'm going to be able to sell that. Now, I rarely pick up kids items, but I do pick up OshKosh B'gosh overalls because they have consistently sold for me. And then, you know, I'm picking this up at the bins. So this was like, what, $1.50? You know, I don't sell them for a whole lot. If the vintage ones sell better, but I can still get like $10 to $15 for this. It's a nice little... So buffalo check is specifically the red and black, but this would also be considered a buffalo check, but this is navy and white. So you can kind of get away with putting buffalo check in the title because that's this kind of plaid pattern. I'm also one of those people that like selling Tommy Bahama. I know most people talk about it being overblown here on YouTube, and that's fair, but if I get it for really cheap and if I get it in the good fabrics, I'm happy to sell that all day long. This is a bins find, and it's something that I wanted to try. I don't really find a whole lot of Tommy Bahama's women's ever. So again, this was at the bins. A nice Hawaiian floral with a mix of solid and striped at the bottom. This is a women's medium, and this is 100% cotton. So this is like a modern piece. You know, I'll give it a try. Again, it was at the bin, so I paid like $1.50 for this. If I can sell it for $10 to $15, I'm more than happy to list that. This is a vintage piece. I love buying and selling vintage. Vintage for me, it does not have to have a tag in it. I can put enough keywords in it that I'm going to get the style. This is like quintessential 80s, like new wave vibes. This has a nice abstract Southwest print on it. It doesn't have a brand on it. It does have like a little bit of an elastic waist. This is giving me very much 80s California vibes. Like someone who's going to listen to the Beach Boys and Devo at the same time is going to wear something like this. But I found this, I thought it was really cool. It is 100% cotton. It does have pockets. It doesn't have any stains, and it's light. I'm just gonna put the keywords in there and hope that it sells. But oh, it does have stains. I lied. I gotta do some stain treatment on this. I hate that. I hate when like I go to look at something and it's got stains on it, but it does have some yellowing there. All right. Oh, that might be something that happened in the wash actually. All right, I will go and soak that and try to figure that out. If not, it was $1. It's fine. And I could just use the fabric for something else. So that's something else that I do. I do try to, if I make a mistake like that, and it's really interesting vintage pattern, I will probably like cannibalize it and make something else out of it. So the next 3 items are pants that I got at Eco Thrift. This is a pair of Anchor Blues Beyond Baggy. This is a brand I know from Matt at Thrift Alive. This Anchor Blue was not a good brand when it came out in like the 90s, but because the 90s and Y2K fashion is in, Anchor Blue is having like a resurgence. So I can sell these for like $15 to $20. This is Beyond Baggy, so it's got these nice wide legs, baggy fit. It does have some wear here at the bottom hems, but I'll just put like distressed in the title and like, again, grunge, goth, like those kind of words in there, and someone will still buy this. Plus this is a great size. This is 38, 32s. Someone will definitely want those. Another Anchor Blue set that I picked up. Now these are true denim. So before it was like a canvas trouser. This is like a true denim piece. Again, Anchor Blue, and this is the loose denim fit, and this is a 38-30, so probably donated by the same person, but this has a slightly tapered leg, super relaxed, loose fit, and a good size. I paid like $3 for the trousers and $2 for the jeans. These ones I paid $7 for, which to be honest, if I went to my Goodwill here, these pants would have been $8. So surprisingly still cheap. This is a pair of Can-Can. And this nice like black vintage wash. And these are a wide leg, loose fit, like baggy denim, but these are women's and they are size 31. They actually have the button fly, so this is super still on trend. Again, I'll probably put like grunge, dark, not dark academia, I'll put grunge goth in there, punk. So these were like $7, like I said. Very happy. Ooh, gave you guys a little earthquake there. Sorry about that. Very cool. I've never found Can in my area to resell. I've also never found Anchor Blue because apparently that was a regional thing to California. So both of those, finding for the first time and being able to resell them is amazing. The next piece I picked up at the bins when I was with Courtney, mostly because the name made me laugh. This is a Brazilian brand and it is Kinky Rio. A vintage 90s piece from Brazil in this like denim kind of like cropped cap sleeve top. I'll put 90s Y2K in there. I'm pretty sure putting Kinky Rio in the title will give me something. And again, this was like $1.50. Somebody's gonna buy this. Somebody's definitely gonna buy that. I've talked about this brand a couple times on my channel. It's a brand that I don't really find often, and it's a brand that doesn't sell for a whole lot, but I do have a 100% sell-through rate for my store personally with this brand. It's called Junk Food. They do a lot of pop culture, band t-shirts, in a vintage style. So this is what the label looks like. This is a Junk Food, a size medium. It is sports ball season. So this is a Green Bay Packers shirt and a nice, like, this would be reminiscent of late 70s, early 80s style. But it's a women's medium top and very cool. I love ringer tees. Like, ringer tees are my favorite. So again, paid $1 for this. Definitely not gonna have an issue selling that. Something else I picked up, again, it's not gonna sell for very much, maybe like 10 bucks. This is Adidas Originals. If you're new here, I say Adidas instead of Adidas because I worked for Adidas for 4 years. Traditionally, Adidas is pronounced Adidas because it's named after the founder, Adolf Dassler, who was nicknamed Adi. So it's Adidas. There you go. Both versions are correct. You say it the way you want to say it. Just don't put in the comments below I'm saying it incorrectly because you were wrong. I am saying it the traditionally correct way. You're saying it the colloquially correct American way. There we go. Adidas Originals, just in case you wanted to know. So this is the original logo. This is the Originals logo that happened from the 40s up and until modern times. However, this became the style brand in the mid-90s. In the mid-90s is when they created the performance equipment line, which is the mountain logo, which I'll put over here. So that's a great way to date stuff. So if it has the equipment logo, then that means it is 90s and newer. If it has this logo, it can be vintage, but most of the times it's still modern. There are other ways to say that. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm more than happy to help you date any Adidas piece and also to authenticate it, mostly because of the fact that I worked there for a really long time. So this is a Originals piece, and you can tell that it is modern because it has the date tag down here with the content tag. So this was made November 2018. So this was the winter 2018 shirt. I might sell this on Whatnot just because that seems to be where this stuff goes really well. I might just go ahead and list it. I haven't decided yet. I'm still trying to like stop being jet lagged. I keep shaking, you guys. I'm so sorry. I promise I'm not trying to make you nauseous. I'm just doing it accidentally. All right, so this is a Champion Los Angeles piece with palm trees. I think I actually will sell this on Whatnot. I might put it on eBay. It just depends on what the sell-through is like. I can't tell if that's the light making it do. I think that's the lights. But it has this really cool palm tree. I do believe this is vintage Champion. It's made in Honduras. It's not like USA Champion, so this would be like 90s Champion, like late 90s Champion. Thought that this was really cool, and especially getting at the bins where I'm only paying $1 for it. I think that's great. This is a vintage sweatshirt. It's a plain gray sweatshirt. So I am going to do something with this. I actually, anytime I find a vintage blank or a brand new blank, I normally buy that, especially if it's really cheap, because I do plan to do merch at some point, but I'm wanting to do it in a sustainable way instead of just, you know, doing the POD stuff that most people do. If I'm gonna do merch, I kind of want to do it in a sustainable way. So I'm kind of just been like squirreling away a bunch of vintage blanks and modern blanks that I find secondhand to do some kind of merch run at some point. But that's a really far away kind of thing. But I just figured I'd mention that. That's why I bought that, because I'm not buying it to resell, I'm buying it, well, technically I am buying it to resell. I'm gonna buy it to resell, but that's like a far in the future pie in the sky thing. And I'm just filling up this box. And when the box gets filled, then I'll do it. This is Stonebank, 100% wool. This is made in the USA, so this is a vintage Stonebank piece. Beautiful plaid skirt. So these plaid wool skirts, super trending for this fall and winter season due to Emma Chamberlain, who is a big YouTube creator here. She's also kind of a style icon now. You know, I know most people on reselling YouTube know to pick up the Pendleton plaid skirts, but pretty much any plaid wool skirt is going to sell. So this is a vintage size 16. So it's kind of a modern large XL. Really beautiful piece. Actually has no holes. Again, very happy to find this at the bins. I will state that I love my bins way more than the one I went to in California. One, because my bins has books, and you guys know I have a book channel and I love buying and reselling books. That has been like amazing consistent seller, even with like when clothes don't sell. I like diversifying my store, so I really like buying and selling books. They didn't have many books there. Two, despite the fact that my bins do have a lot of people, it is a very big bin store. Unfortunately, the ones in California, like I actually had a dude do this and like shove me out of the way. Like he went in between me and this little petite Latina lovely lady. Like he went in between both of us and like basically just bumped her out because she was tiny, and then just like shoved me out of the way. And I'm just like, you know what? There is nothing in here worth getting manhandled over. So I'm just gonna step back and you can go through the new bin and I will just pick up stuff that's left over. I'm fine with confrontation, but like it's really not worth it to me. Yeah, in that case, especially since I'm on vacation, like no, it's fine. So again, Courtney, thank you very much for sharing some of your sourcing spots with me. Thank you very much for giving me your time. I hope this was interesting. Like this is the kind of stuff I picked up in California. At the end card, I will link the last video I did in California, which is the stuff I picked up while thrifting on my own. And I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you in a couple days for another video. Till then.